Welcome to Taro Pages TV, a magazine-style show that profiles Māori and Pacific entrepreneurs from all walks of life. On today's show is all about education. Let's go and check out the launch of the Auckland Pacific Careers 2000.
Council. The work that we're doing here today with accelerating Aotearoa is really to assist our young people in identifying their career choices and to give them more information, not just to our young people but also to their parents.
The Chief Executive for Accelerating Aotearoa. The story was about digital capability, making sure that everybody in New Zealand Aotearoa had access to skills, access to digital skills so they could have a skilled job. And what we knew that was all about was actually more about people working together. We talk about a village approach, people where families are working together, where the community works together so that everybody has a better life. And we've done that through this project here, working with Pacific communities. We've done some work working with international students, trying to help kids on the study to work visas actually get paid work after they've come here to buy their expensive degrees. We've done it in a program we've called iTrack, which actually follows kids so they can be promoted into tertiaries, be promoted working in internships and working long term with businesses. So we're pretty proud of the work we've done, but what we need now is the support of the community. We want people to understand what it is and why we're doing it and come and work with us. So I guess what we were trying to achieve today was just bringing a whole heap of kids together and with their families to imagine what life would be like if we had all the resources we need to make the right decisions and the right choices in our life. We know that there are many government departments that work really hard to try and get the right outcomes for our kids, but what we're finding is that they're just not creating the outcomes that we need when coming from school through tertiaries and on into adult life that will be a friend, be there, someone to support our kids on that journey. So that's what we're trying to achieve today, to get the people that are committed in their hearts, people that want to come with us on that journey, and get the kids to commit to the journey as well. 10 years working with us to change this city and this nation, Aotearoa. You can find us at www.acceleratingaotearoa.co.nz, not forgetting our brand new website, digitalcareers.co.nz, which tells mums and dads and kids what digital careers are all about. What is a digital career? Where are the flash jobs of the future? Where's the money for the future? And those are the digital careers you'll find. Young Pacific kids, young Pākehā kids, Palangis, you'll find Indian kids, all talking about those flash jobs that we hear about all the time. So go and have a look there too. digitalcareers.co.nz and acceleratingaotearoa.co.nz. Thank you.
Filemoni Timoteo, currently Group Manager, Economic Development, Manukau City Council. I guess in the work I do at Manukau City Council, it's very important for us to identify what's happening in the future of the city and who's driving the economy of our city going forward. And having people with the skills required by industry, and those skills range from ICT right through to the trades, as well as areas in knowledge and services, is very important for that for our economy to grow. So what we're looking at here is to ensure that the Pacific children and those who obviously are going to make up the large proportion of our population going into the next 20-25 years are going to be able to contribute significantly to that future. Our focus is more around industry and, more important, employment. And so it's quite a distinct difference, is that what we want to do is develop the talent that will go directly into jobs, as opposed to identifying the types of skills. The skills will be there and the industry knows what skills they need, but we also want to make sure that there's an alignment with what kids actually understand and know, and also that there's an appreciation that there are definitely careers for them in those areas. So one of the key things that I look at in my line of work is also productivity, and in order to do that you can either do things, invest in the plant and equipment, or you can invest in your people and in your workforce. And in my view, there is a huge need to invest in the workforce of our country and in our young people. It's hugely important. In Manukau City, we have about 4,500 students coming out of our schools every year. And not all of those schools, kids will be at that level where they have the necessary skills to find work or go into a tertiary training program. So what we want to do is try and bridge that gap, get the students and their families to understand what opportunities are out there, and then provide them with a framework and a plan on how to approach that. So this is not something that's as unique to this program, but I think the approach that we've taken is quite a Pacifica approach, and it's actually understanding that the decisions are made in a Pacifica family are made around the family unit and not around the individual, and because those decisions actually impact the whole family. So that's the approach that we've taken, which is, I guess, is different from the others. And in our view, that's going to be a more successful and more sustainable outcomes for our workforce. Well, I think again the outcomes and the type of activity that we have running here will be just as pertinent in the super city as it is currently. We won't get away from the fact that we've got a lot of our young people coming out of schools with no qualifications. So there is an opportunity here for us to either to stem that flow within schools, or to and at least try and address those. And what we sort of identified for this program of Accelerating Aotearoa is that families are important in the decision making of their kids, and so to bring both together. So the workshop's not just for kids, it's for their families. So we've got parents here who are deeply involved in the decision making and wanting to have a better understanding of how this can work for their kids. So I think the Super City would hopefully take this on board and be able to fund further types of projects of this nature.
My name's Lima and I'm from Lifeway College. We're here promoting our 3D animation course. With the 3D animation course, we run a diploma program up in Auckland. We're also running short courses through some of the various schools through South Auckland, through Otahu, Tongaroa, and we've got a couple of schools up in Orewa who are running the program. What we're doing here is encouraging young people to take their creative side and possibly turn it into careers. These days it's good to have basic knowledge of English and maths, definitely English and maths, your basic knowledge there. With entry criteria we ask you to submit a portfolio, but when you're entering your first year, your portfolio it's quite slim there because a lot of the stuff is learnt at the college, so yeah, pretty much upskilling at the college. So I've seen a lot of artwork come through which is almost stick figures, but at the end of the year they're doing amazing things and designing amazing things. You've got to submit an essay, and the essay is what we look at on why you've chosen to do 3D animation.
I'm Brent Kingi, I go to Lifeway College, I'm Māori. When I first started this, I didn't know anything about it. I just spent hours and hours practicing in trial and error, and you don't need to worry if you don't know anything about it, because at the college there's adults, people that you wouldn't think they'd do this sort of stuff, but they're starting and they're getting it, and I would just say the time you put in is what shows the quality of your work.
The proverb goes like this: Ole mavaenga, no le tai, e tai ia, I iku, o ngapa. Ngapa is about kaupapa, ngapa is about whakabenga, and it's about genealogy, and it's about all of you. Today we have a dream, and that dream, ladies and gentlemen and young people, is that we are going to design the future of success for Pacific peoples in Aotearoa, New Zealand. And guess what? We're going to do it together. But let's have a little bit of a reality check about who we are here in Auckland. We're mostly New Zealand born, hence the wise words of the kaumātua about culture and identity. In fact, there's 266,000 of us. 6.9% of the total population is us. And the future of Auckland is more about us. Most of us live in Auckland. Pacific peoples, 66% of us live in Auckland. Here's another reality check. Our unemployment level is growing. And it's rising every year. So what we want to do is to turn that around today. Because between you, young people, our parents, our advisors, our leaders and the churches, we're going to join forces and we're going to design this new future that we're going to go ahead on today. You talked about the dream, our kaumātua, and I remember when I was young, your age, and I had a mentor called Martin Luther King. And Martin Luther King stood in front of the African American population and he said, I have a dream. And today, you've witnessed it. Barack Obama is now the first African American leader of this world. We have many examples of how we can turn our dreams into a vision.
My name is Hayden, I come from James Cook High School. Today I learned that there are a lot of opportunities for you out there to reach your goals and overcome your fears, I guess.
Hi, my name is Kupi Matsala. I come from James Cook High School too. And I learned the same thing as this guy too. Live your dream and become what you want to be.
My name is Junior. I go to college and I take full commerce subjects, including Samoa, and aiming for BCom. So see you in the future.
Hey, my name is TJ. I'm from Medi College. Today I learned that there are many opportunities out there and we should take it.
Hi, my name is Tofu. I go Auckland Girls Grammar. Today I've learned that you won't always be what you first set out to be. Today has really helped me because it showed me there are different occupations I can do.
Hi, my name is Millie. I'm from Kelston Girls. I learned that even though you've had bad experiences in the past, but you can still be successful in the future.
Hi, my name is Sheridan. I go to Auckland Girls Grammar. I learned today that there may be barriers that will be in the way of what you want to be in your career.
Hi, my name is Rachel. I come from Te Whanau Tupuranga. Then I wanted to be a cop, and they said that they're going to provide more information for me to succeed in what I want in the future. And yeah, that was my dream ever since I was little. And yeah, I'm getting there. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Josh Lautungo. I'm a police constable with the recruiting centre in Green Lane in Auckland. Get onto your driver's licence. Stick with the English and Maths at school because we test for English and Maths. And also stay fit, stay young and fit, and keep up to date with your running and your push-ups. And you'll be fine when you come to sit with us.